Hi, everybody. So, I had a wonderful day today, okay? Um, the only downside to my day today was bad boy Tyrone biting me. He bit me on my arm. You guys probably can't see it. It's right there, and it's swollen because he's a very bad bird. Yeah. And I let him come out for a little romping run on the floor, as you can hear him nonstop mumbling in the background, and he decided to attack me. Anyways, Mummy-daughter craft night. No, I don't have a daughter, for those of you who are asking. I went to Mummy-daughter craft night with my mom, and I made myself a clock. So let me try and get this on camera. So what I did is I used the snowflake stencil, and I created it, and then the other half of the snowflake is covered up by the face of the clock. I added another stencil down there, and one up there, and then I got, as I hit myself in the head with it, and then I got stars on the side there. So I made myself a clock, and it's actually working if you look closely. And I'll actually tell you what time it is right now if you look even closer. So I enjoyed that. But this is just a blog, okay? And it's really completely separate topic from what I've already been discussing, which isn't much but my day. Now, I just thought I'd do this really quickly so that, this is just an FYI for some people who may not know, because I feel like, based on the actions of my baby father, there are people who really are that stupid, who just don't know. So, let me enlighten you, okay? Sometimes it's best to just keep your ass quiet than to try and make things better for yourself. Sometimes it's better to just bite the bullet, stick shit out, and leave things alone. Okay? Where does this come from? Here, let me give you guys where this comes from. For you deadbeat fathers out there, and please note, read my disclaimer, if it's not about you, why are you mad? So if you're not a deadbeat father, don't come message me about the good daddies, because I'm clearly not talking about them. And don't message me about the crazy baby mothers, because we're not talking about baby mothers, we're talking about stupid baby fathers. So let me just clear that up before we get any angry commentators. So yes, here's an example of what I mean when I say sometimes you just ought to leave shit alone. Now, my oh-so-aspiring baby father, who really is, about as aspiring as my dog's piece of shit chilling in my backyard, he had a child support order set against him based on him making minimum wage, which is what they deem you to be making if you go in there and you say you have absolutely no source of income, you have no job, and you're basically a bum on the street who is homeless. They will assess you at minimum wage, which is what they do. They will not say, oh, okay, well, you can't pay anything, so your child support is zero. It doesn't happen, so get that out of your head. Please realize they will set you down at minimum wage. Now, when that happened, when the order was originally set, minimum wage was a lot lower than it is now. It's almost doubled, as a matter of fact. So what happened? The minimum wage child support guidelines also increased to reflect the change in the economical status of minimum wagers, shall we call it. So had he not brought this motion against me to go in front of the judge and cry some half-assed bullshit, cry me dry cry story about he can't afford the child support, had he not done that, guess what? They would not be reassessing things. But he went and he started this motion to try and get them to lower what was already at the bare minimum. Little does he know, unbeknownst to his dumbass, that minimum has now doubled itself. So instead of being deemed at making $10,000, you're deemed at making $20,000, which now doubles your child support payments. Right off the bat, before we even open our mouths to try and litigate anything or discuss anything or try and do it, right off the bat, based on the guidelines, the government, all that jazz. Thank you, Tyrone, for your commentary, but really, based on all of that, it automatically double as my support payment, just based on minimum wage going up. And nothing would be changing had he not brought the motion. Now, on top of that being a son of a bitch, think about this. Most likely than not, they are going to, assess that change in child support retroactive to the date of the amendment of the child support guidelines. So, let's say, for instance, this went into effect in, 2008. That means that he can expect half of his arrears to double, and then the 5% per day interest to be applied to that. So he may have just went from like 13,000 in arrears to damn near close to 20,000 and some odd in arrears. So I'm laughing, and me and all the duty council were laughing because he tried to get them to mediate. Funny joke. Ladies and gentlemen, if mediation is not something that will help you out, you don't need to do it, just so you know. So I just thought that was funny, and I thought I would share that with you guys, that sometimes it's better to just leave something alone. It works out better for yourself. So really, it doesn't have to be a child support situation. It could be any situation. But if you're going to take action in a situation, please assess your position in that. Number one, are you walking in with your hands clean, which would put things in your favor more so than not? What do you have to gain from that action that you're trying to take? Is it going to better your situation or make it worse? You really need to look at the pros and cons of everything and weigh the situation out in your favor before you go do something that works out in the other person's favor. Because right now I'm laughing at him hysterically, like a point finger and laugh, because he's a certified idiot. Not only is he a deadbeat, he's an idiot. Like an idiot. And I think even if he did watch this blog and, realize how much of an idiot he is, he still probably would feel no shame and still would probably walk around with his head held high like he's, worth something on this planet. So yeah, think about that, guys. Weigh the situation. Is it good for you? Is it not? Leave it alone or don't. What are you going to do? Think about it.